Yo, what's going on?
Yo, quick message to Bart.
Bartek Kubat.
He left us a little message here saying, "Hey guys, what's up? Long time no see. Hey Bart, nothing is up. Thanks for stopping by and waiting for us.
Same old.
You piece of shit."
Apparently he was in the studio at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
And he didn't want to wait several hours for us to show up.
Yeah, could have said hello to us instead of leaving us a stupid napkin note. But
And,
thank you for dropping.
Yeah, but thanks for dropping by. And we just wanted to send you this message because we have no other way
Yeah.
of talking to you.
Love
Much
you,
love
Bart.
and respect for you.
Yes.
Peace and love, Bart. Peace
Thoughts
Yeah.
and
and
prayers.
thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Likes and shares.
Just thoughts and prayers, likes and shares. Anyways, what's going on?
Chillin'. We got some big news.
Got some big news.
Big, devastating. Some people might think it's depressing.
Everybody does. Everybody thinks it's a little depressing.
I told one person, and they were more upset than me.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to be departing from the Ape Audio podcast. It's been a fantastic journey. Had a kick-ass time hanging out with my fellas, but I got to pursue some other things to fulfill a hole in my heart.
Yeah, this man's got to follow his dreams,
yeah.
get himself out there.
Yeah.
Man.
It was a blast having you on,
Yes,
man.
it was very nice. It's nice getting to know you.
Yeah. Give a little applause to
Thank
Christian.
you, thank you. I hope you guys don't miss me too much.
We will, but
We'll
whatever.
have you back on, though.
Oh, fuck
We'll
yeah.
force you back on.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I hope to come in at least like every 2 or 3 months if you guys continue this on for.
Oh,
Enough
this show's
about it.
never going to stop.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
actually really excited to be able to just tune in and just see what's going on.
See what's going on.
Watch
yeah,
these
I guess
stupid
I
idiots
never
all
really
the time.
Thought about that. You're gonna be a viewer now.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking weird.
I thought about that. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you guys for all the shit we fucking learned and went through. It's been like about a year now, like just a little over a year
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
I met Patrick, since Ian and I talked about this idea. It's weird. It went
Yeah.
from just like this little brain morsel into a full-fledged
Thing.
online live broadcast and a fucking like streamed thing that people actually
Yeah.
check out.
This
That's
is-
really
kinda
cool. Yeah.
Are you guys happy with where we've taken this?
Yeah, I think we're at a good spot, but always
Always
room
reaching for more.
improvement.
Sure.
Yeah, but we couldn't have done it without you, man.
Yeah,
so,
that's for damn
you know,
sure.
hats
So
off
thank
to
you for
man.
teaching us.
Yeah, but we all went through some shit,
Yeah,
some
man.
crazy
Blah, 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 blah.
somebody
Billy-
acquiring
Billy-
some internet. Yeah.
Billa Pig one.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve Vargas for that.
What did you just say?
I said sorry, Steve Vargas, for that.
Have
Yep.
you guys like talked about where the show's gonna go from here on out, or
BDSM theme.
Yeah,
it's just
BDSM
gonna take a
ASMR.
hard right?
Yeah.
It's going to turn into a porncast. BDSM ASMR. That's a nice
Wow.
one.
Just like just random words because they're the safe word, just random things. But yeah, I don't know. I think we just got some plans. Obviously we're I guess we can say like we're covering Hope Fest, so that's a cool thing, and maybe more things like that,
Yeah.
covering more events and stuff like that, kind of doing things outside of this room. I think just kind of what we've all been talking about in the last those kind of ambitions that we've been kind of like aiming high for.
Yeah,
Just hopefully trying to fulfill those,
Sure.
whatever those are.
Hopefully get Don Peterman on the show at some point.
Yeah, I mean, like I've been hearing so much about this Don Peterman guy, and I have no idea
Yeah, I can't
who
wait
the
to
hell
meet
it
him.
is.
I hear he's a local music mogul.
That's what I've heard
Yeah, I've heard he is
too. EPK
the best.
expert.
Yeah, EPK expert. Has a PhD in EPKs. And
And
Yeah.
BBWs.
and I'm dying to meet him.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited.
So if anybody's listening out there, we will find Don Peterman and we will have him on the show. We'll bring him to you, and you will witness the glory.
That is Don Peterman.
Yeah, Don Peterman. Hopefully, maybe one day.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the future has in store.
Yeah. So, did you guys listen to the new Brockhampton album?
Yeah, I listened to it.
What'd you think?
Slow.
Yeah, it was definitely of a much more moderate pace.
It's nice. It's definitely like a more melancholy kind of vibe, I think.
Yeah.
Uh, there was not a single slapper,
That's exactly
quote
what I
unquote
said.
banger on
Damn.
there.
I thought No Halo was.
It was close. It was close. Not quite though. It
I
didn't
don't
blow
know.
the doors off of my Corolla.
Yeah. When are you getting a new car?
Me?
No.
Me?
Yeah.
Driving that Corolla around for so long,
Yeah, man. You got to get that thing.
leaking oil all over the parking
I
lot
know,
and
man.
stuff.
It's unbearable. It's unbearable.
Yeah, no, I like the record. I only listened to it one time because you guys just kept telling me how good it was.
Yeah.
I missed it on release day. I had it downloaded but didn't get around to it that weekend. So today I put it on and I really enjoyed it. But I think it would be best listened to at home, just kind of sitting there, like really able to take it a lot in.
Yeah.
There was a lot of words coming at me,
Yeah.
a
It's
lot
pretty
of
consistent.
emotions coming at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the instrumentation probably got washed out in the environment I was listening to.
The
it in.
trombone on that one song is so fucking good.
I know which song you're talking about, but I don't know the
Does
name
it have?
of it.
I think it's got "Pray" in the title.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know if you want to load it up on the Spotify.
Spot it.
Now, on first listen, most of the album, I don't want to say it sounds.
Yeah, if you pray right.
I don't want to say it sounds
Okay.
the same all the way through, but it sounds really consistent
Yeah.
from front to back.
Yeah.
So, just the way I was listening to it was a little bit absent. Like I wasn't fully focused in on it, so there wasn't anything that stood out immediately to me.
Yeah. To kind of like reel you in and like listen to it a little bit
Yeah,
more.
because usually
in-depth.
Brockhampton, like all their records come in with that first track that just kicks you straight in the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like a lot of percussion just slamming in. I know they like to lay on the horn sections and stuff.
Crisp horns.
Crisp.
Crisp horns. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I guess I can't give too much feedback on it because I just gave it one listen.
Do you think the overall, I guess, like feel of the album, the aesthetic of it, is because like they're kind of finding their sound, which is
Yeah.
That, or do you think
Actually,
it's
I
like
had
they-
one thought that got beamed into my head about halfway through. And you know how Brockhampton considers themselves like the greatest boy band of all time or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
along those lines? That just hit me in the brain. It was like, oh, they've hit like boy band level aesthetic with like the sounds that are coming across with this album. There was like quite a few harmonies that came across quite nicely. A lot, just yeah, I guess like a lot more singing as opposed to like gritty rapping.
Yeah.
Some of the members are probably finding their voice now.
Yeah.
I know it seems
definitely.
strange because they're several projects deep, but when there's so many members, it's hard for them all to like, I guess like get their sound out there
Totally.
on each project, right? Like some projects are dominated by certain members and other guys are just kind of laying in the background.
Well, that's what I kind of thought. Maybe that was the approach with this record. Was just maybe they let like one of the members kind of take more of the like production forefront of the, that role of the band, and then just kind of everybody else kind of sat in the back, or they kind of like took more direction in terms of like, okay, this song's going to be more like this, or this album's going to be more like this. I don't really know if that's the case, but it definitely took it like a different direction compared to like Iridescence, which had a lot more of those like slappers on it. So it's such a hard shift that like makes you wonder if it was a collective decision or if it was like, oh, it's this guy's turn to now do like his like to do the album.
And it could be like that because
Yeah.
every time I watch Brockhampton in interviews and stuff, they all seem to like essentially look at it as they each have the same amount of weight to every single project or Brockhampton as a whole. Like it's not like I know from the get-go, like Kevin Abstract was kind of the standout because he already had a lot of work that was sort of hitting the mainstream, like just bubbling up from the underground. But it doesn't seem like he is like necessarily like the figurehead of the group, I suppose. Like when you watch them talk and stuff, So it could be that, like, maybe they just cycle the responsibilities around, or whoever wants to like step forward and like
Yeah, just kind of.
Is
put
this the
their
last
sound on
album
it.
on their contract?
I think so. Yeah. I think it's
Jesus,
the
they
last one
flew
need.
through that.
Yeah, they did Saturation 1, 2, and 3, and then did Iridescence. Wait. was it-
No,
No.
Saturation was independent. Was,
Was
it
it?
not? I thought all the Saturations were independent, and they didn't get the deal until after Saturation 3.
So then they got 2 more albums then, or
I think so.
damn?
I could be wrong, but
Because how many? Like, what's the record deal? Is it like 3 or
I
5?
thought it was 3 records.
Yeah. So if then they
So
need
then
one
one more?
more. Yeah. Jeez.
Oh,
But yeah, that
jeez.
still is quick. A record a year, basically. And then Saturation, I think 2 of them came out in 1 year, and then one was like late in 2016.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not 100%.
Flynn thinks you're talking about Tool.
Flynn, we're not talking about Tool.
not
We're talking about
Tool, man.
Brockhampton.
Brockhampton.
Who's the Tool now, baby?
Did we talk about that Tool song?
No, Ian got.
I know I haven't seen you guys in like a
Nothing.
couple weeks. Really, like the show was kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
We all had like scheduling conflicts and stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't think we had a second to talk about that tune that came out from Tool's new record.
It was pretty good.
It's good.
It's long.
Yeah.
10 minutes, 10 or 11
Yeah.
minutes.
Very fucking long. Actually.
I saw the track length for each song, and each song is like pretty much over 10 minutes, except for like the intermission songs and like the last song, which is like 4 minutes and like 45 seconds. But each song is like over 10 minutes, which is like kind
I'm
of
pretty cool with that though.
I'm
like
cool. Yeah.
the song came out. I think Patrick messaged me and said the song is out,
Yeah, I sent you a YouTube link.
and I immediately just like looked at Laura and I was like, turn off the TV.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going.
gotta
I'm
listen
going
to
to listen. And she was like, "What?" And I'm like, "It's fucking Tool. Like, I gotta go check this out.
Yeah.
It's been like 10 fucking years. Like,
Yeah.
this is like a defining band for me.
Yeah.
My whole life is going on hold so I can go listen to
Yeah,
this.
that's pretty much. Yeah.
Ran to my computer, popped on my headphones, listened to the thing front to back, and it was like one of those tunes. It's like, I don't know. It's a weird experience listening to a band that you love, but they haven't put out material in so long. It's like hearing from a friend that you haven't spoken to in years, where you kind
Yeah.
of get like,
And you kind of get a little weird like jitters
Yeah,
before you
yeah.
like listen to it. I'm
you get,
like,
you're
oh,
like your
man.
hair like stands up,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, you're excited but nervous because you don't know what to expect. They might be like a freak now, or like, I don't know, just
Yeah.
into some weird shit.
Yeah.
So Flynn said, "Shut up, Evan." So I have something to say. Hey, Flynn, it's Evan here. Wrong again.
Wrong
Oh, man,
twice.
that's twice. It's 2 for 2.
Yikes.
But yeah, with the Tool track, it's like it's kind of it's very Tool. Obviously, they're giving people what they want
Mhm.
after this long, so it's everything you kind of wanted. But like when I heard it, I was like, okay, it's a Tool song. I was like, oh, this riff. It's like, okay, cool. Like this isn't something too
Right,
far
like
off
the
from
bass
like what
comes in, and it's
yeah,
like,
and
it's like
got
real
that,
groovy, and
yeah.
it's just like the slow build, the slow burn.
yeah.
Maynard's vocals sound absolutely phenomenal.
Very a perfect circle-y.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. 'Cause I guess he's been doing that pretty much the
Yeah.
entire time, so it's like it's kind of weird how now it's like he's morphed into that like version of himself, and now he applies that to Tool rather than he applied his Tool version of himself to like a Perfect Circle and you know Puss for when they were like just coming out, and now it's like the reverse. He's like grown more into those projects, and now he has to go back into Tool, and it's like
I also
have a
really
different
liked. I
spin.
know that Tool doesn't shy away from like letting each section kind of breathe, but it seems like they gave a lot of room to the sections on this specific song, and it really let me just kind of sink into this world that was this music. So
totally,
I'm
yeah,
fucking
totally.
really excited to listen to the whole project.
Did you hear that the album leaked?
Did it?
Yep, some guy.
What?
Some guy on
What?
Some guy on Reddit.
Have you
was
guys
like,
listened to it?
Nope.
What?
Nope. Some guy on Reddit.
Is it album
works-
quality?
I wouldn't know. I haven't listened to it.
But did you see people talk about it?
Yes.
What did they
have to say?
It was more about getting the leak because some guy on Reddit who worked at like Target or something posted a picture like with probably they got like a shipment. He opened up the SKU and it's all the Tool albums.
Yeah.
So he like takes a photo with his phone and he's like, hey, like blah blah blah, like this is happening, and everyone's kind of just hounding him to like
Steal one.
to basically be like, you realize like what you're
You
doing,
know what
right?
you have to do.
You know what you have to do, but everyone's saying like don't do it, but at the same time do it,
Right.
but at the same time don't. And then he's like kind of like leading people on. Obviously he's not like on his phone replying all the time, so all the dead airs people like, yeah, he's just trolling us, guys, yeah, he's trolling.
Well,
no, he's not
that's
doing
the thing.
it.
I always see
And
threads
then-
like this, and it's like people live life. Like if they were trolling, they would be there replying to
Yeah.
everybody. Like
Yeah.
the dude's got to go take a piss. He's got to take a shit. He's got to go to Starbucks and get his coffee. He can't
Well, those
be
are the
hitting
best
Reddit
times.
back.
But-
Those are the best times to troll.
the guy who was working at Target was actually kind of freaked out. I saw a comment that he said where he was like, like I don't really know if I should upload this. Like, what's gonna happen if I do? And like, like, and then I don't know. There was like a screen cap of like
Tool's gonna align the planets and just blast them off the Earth with solar rays.
and that's how they saved.
Did
But
anybody say
did
anything
he
about the
did,
album?
He did steal the record, and oh, okay.
Ian's
Ian's got a nosebleed.
What the fuck?
That's the second nosebleed today.
Really?
Yeah,
The fuck's going on with him?
I think it's leukemia.
Oh, is that a side effect?
A side effect to a 10-minute Tool song.
Flynn asks about new Oliver Tree album.
Have you listened to it?
I wanted to troll him.
Oh, he put out an album? It finally came out?
Oliver Tree put out a new album, apparently.
Because I know, I think it was Universal was kind of blocking Oliver Tree from putting out his new record. He said it's been completed for almost 2 years.
Why was Universal doing that?
So he put out a video for one of his songs. I think it's called Hurt.
Oh,
And
9 Inch Nails cover?
no, it's him on like a giant scooter crucifix thing. A weird video, but apparently he spent like a couple million on the video, and when it got uploaded to YouTube content blocked it for mature content. So when that happens, it doesn't show up properly in search results or related videos or anything. So essentially, he didn't make the money back off of the video, and Universal said, "Fuck you, keep putting out singles till we get our money back. Then you can put the album
Damn.
out." Is essentially what I gathered from Oliver talking about it. Of course, like you kind of have to read between the lines because the artist
'Cause he
can't say
fucks.
certain
Yeah.
things because you can't, you don't want to shove yourself in moral legal trouble.
I don't know about that artist.
Oliver Tree?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just, I don't know.
You don't like the persona?
Yeah, something about him seems super phony.
It is
Like-
super phony.
like
He's
watching-
a fake person.
Watching him on the H3 podcast show, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So I listened to the H3 podcast and I thought he was really funny, but I feel like if I was seeing Yo, what's up, Ian? I feel like if I was seeing his body language and stuff, it might be a completely different story.
Yeah.
Because I know he kept like dropping their like mechanical like beanie contraption or whatever, and that seems like kind of a disrespectful thing to do.
He breaks his giant jewel like that.
The giant vape?
Oh, he.
He has a giant jewel.
Oh,
Who does?
Oh.
Oliver Tree.
well, that's funny because
giant jewel.
when
is it vapable? Wow.
it's funny that you say that it was a giant jewel, because this just goes to show the discrepancies you can have between audio and video mediums. So as I was just listening to it, I thought he just had a normal vape and he just broke it. And I'm like, why are they all so upset? It's just a jewel. What is this? Is this the giant jewel? Damn. Holy shit.
That's,
Someone's
Wait, what
just
is this
passing
video?
by.
Somebody just driving by him?
that's a good video.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Oh my god.
But okay, so when he was on the podcast, there was moments when he did seem genuine. Like you could tell the difference between the character and the guy. I feel like.
But he kind of blurs the lines
Yeah,
pretty hard.
that is true.
Yeah.
Did you like the story about how he got his record deal?
I don't think I listened to all of it. So
Oh my
what's the
god,
story?
it's so funny. So some A&R contacted him and was like, "Hey, I can get you a meeting with Universal or whoever, whatever label he's with." Um, and he was like, "I'll introduce you to like the head honcho." And he's like, "Yeah, okay. Let me like plan something. I want to make it like a big spectacle because I have this character and I want to like show that off. I don't want to just like walk in like dress shirted up and act all normal because I'm not normal, you know." So what he did was he got a fucking Razor scooter, filled his mouth with blood capsules, and went flying down the hallway. When they said like, "Okay, Oliver, you can come in and meet so and so," comes flying down the hallway, purposefully falls off the scooter, and then chomps on all these blood capsules, and just lets it pour down his chin, and then he just starts yelling at the owner of the company or like the CEO or whoever it was about how he's gonna sue.
Oh
And he
my
like leads him,
gosh.
and everybody's like freaking out for like a minute or two, and he just goes, "I'm just kidding."
That's fucked.
awesome.
And apparently they just gave him the deal right on the spot there. They're like, "That is amazing marketing.
That's
You're an
fucking
asshole,
hilarious.
but that's perfect."
Yeah, that's incredible. Was
Bobby
this on
Lee-
the H3 podcast?
Yeah, that's where I heard the story from him. So take it with a grain of salt because he is a fictional character.
Well,
so-
his hair isn't real.
Nope.
Oh, it was real.
It was, yeah,
It
yeah.
was real.
Yeah, it was.
But he said he's going for a new look now, so he
Yeah.
has to temporarily wear this.
Did you hear?
But yeah, Adam, is there a new album from him?
Apparently it came out August 2nd.
Oh,
Jesus.
totally missed it.
Damn.
Totally missed it.
Good on the Ape boys.
It's weird. Like I feel like I miss a lot of like really big releases in favor of just like little ones that I'm maybe looking more forward to. Even though I religiously check like the newly released albums, maybe my eyes just glance over things like that.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, Oliver Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever he's doing.
Did you hear how Bobby Lee went in for some interview at this head honcho place and he ended up shoving 2 thumbs up his ass?
No.
What?
And then it started like frothing out of his ass.
Ew.
And then he shit on the floor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you got the job.
Bobby Lee's
Wow.
a sick boy.
Yeah. And then on this girl's first day, she was eating yogurt and he just walked up to her and grabbed her head and stuck it to his ass and he farted.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
So
That
fucking-
story's funny though, because he like regrets it to this
I know.
day. He's always like, "It was the worst decision I ever made." I guess he like came really close to getting fired off Mad TV. He thought he could do it because he was like
He
the
thought he was
hot
the
one on the
shit.
show at
Yeah.
the time. But then everyone just like stopped talking to him for a little
Yeah.
while.
Like, you're kind of fucked up. Yeah, crazy.
Wonder how it is hanging out with that guy.
Probably
Just,
not
like, on
very
the
fun.
regular.
I don't know. Like,
I wonder how your nose is doing.
My nose is just fine. What do you mean? There's a
Yeah.
abundance of Kleenex.
I'm happy for
stuff
you.
into it. Thank
hey,
you.
you dudes want to see a funny video?
Yep.
So, as you may or may not know, ASAP Rocky has been touting this babushka,
Old grandma.
this old granny, this old Eastern Bloc grandmother look for a while. Now, I want to say it's got to be about 10 months ago, maybe. He performed live for people this song called Babushka, which I have in the drive, Adam. I think it is the YouTube link underneath the Instagram link. And we'll watch this first, and then we can switch over to the Instagram link and see what the babushka has become. So from here,
This is what you ripped and put onto your.
yeah,
played
because
it
this
in the
song
car.
is amazing.
Played it in the car and you're just like, yeah. Okay, dude.
This 50-second loop. All right, that's
That's
okay.
okay.
Let it fly. There's the babushka.
Babushka. This really did it justice in the car.
Oh, and that shit just slaps. You can just see the whole place go fucking crazy.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. You got a babushka, put that shit up now.
Y'all got a babushka?
I've got a grandma, yeah.
Do you wear her handkerchief?
I could.
Okay, so yeah, this is the song he debuted maybe a year ago or whatever. A lot of time has passed, as Patrick knows.
Oh yeah.
I think that song is amazing, even though it's like the shittiest live recording you can ever hear. So the other day, Rocky drops this video pertaining to babushkas, and I'm even more confused but excited. So I'm just gonna let it play. I'm not gonna talk over it or anything.
Почему этот черный мальчик одевает бабушку?
I heard it's to hide a scar on his face.
Well, maybe he's a battered housewife. I heard it's a new trend. Say, maybe he's a Russian grandma.
What?
Is this the same track?
The sample in the background is the same, but it's warped.
What?
So, as you can see, Babushka Boy. That's it, Adam. As you can see, it's like some strange Twin Peaks-esque short. And I think whatever it is, actually, go back to his Instagram. So today he put up a poster for Babushka Boys, and it looks like a Grindhouse film poster. And I am just so excited.
Oh, sick. Babushka boy.
What does it say there?
How did he get the scar on his face?
It's with him and Tyler, the Creator, putting on these personas.
Well,
It works,
that's what I
man.
was going to bring up. I think this shit is inspired by Tyler, the Creator,
too.
because before ASAP started doing like a little bit of like the strange performance art-ish kind of stuff, was him just getting off of tour with Tyler, the
Yeah.
Creator. And then the ball started rolling on like these like multimedia things. Like it transcended the music, and it's weird as fuck, but I'm pretty excited for it because
Nobody else is doing it.
Yeah.
exactly, I love
works
when
really
artists
well.
do weird
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'd love
like
to go see
the
that
fact
tour.
that I watched that trailer we just watched, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, like-
but I'm so intrigued to find out.
I want to know who's tap dancing.
It's probably Rocky, because it's Rocky at the end wearing the same
True, true.
suit.
Troom.
But I also don't think the tap dancing is actually syncing up with how the feet are moving.
Yeah, that looks
It's creepy as fuck.
So what do you think we're gonna get? What do you think we're gonna get? Do you think it's
Russian
gonna be
music.
like? Do you think it's going to be like a 10-minute short? Okay, well that's what I think it's gonna be. Like a 10-minute short with that original song I showed you from the live performance in there somewhere, and like movie-esque elements peppered throughout.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a movie poster.
Right.
Yeah.
But some people are out there thinking you're going to get like a 30 or 40-minute movie leading up to a song. Some people think it's just going to be the song that drops. But watching that trailer, like, I know it looks like garbage-ish, but if you like look at some of the makeup and stuff they've done, like a lot of work seems to
Yeah.
have went into this.
Yeah, I don't know. What's with that Vince Staples show that's going on?
Yeah, that thing
It's
too.
not a show.
Why did it say episode 1?
It's how he's labeling his new album.
Okay.
So each track is going to be an episode, and there is little shorts that go along with each song.
Okay.
Yeah, if you just search up like episode 1, Adam, we can check it out. I think it's about some kids selling chocolate
Danny
bars.
Brown has a show now.
Oh yeah, Danny Brown's
Yeah.
show on Vice is hilarious. Have you guys checked it out?
No. I know it exists, but I haven't checked it out.
Dude. Okay. So there's a crossover here between Danny and ASAP Rocky. So ASAP Rocky's his first guest on the show, and they're playing like Smash or Pass, and they're just like looking at pictures of people. They look at a photo of an alien, And ASAP Rocky's like, yo, it looks like Amber Rose. And I just fucking lost it. It's just like a typical, like, gray alien.
Just a typical gray alien looks like Amber Rose. Jesus.
I think Vince is gonna have like the best album rollout. That's what the comments were saying too.
So, which one is this? Is this episode 1?
Yeah.
Because I just saw that piece where he's got, like, kids in the back seat. And he's, like,
He's going to get
selling
his hair
chocolate
cut
bars.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did I watch?
No idea.
How
Okay,
long
got
is this?
you on.
Is it like 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
350. Okay, so yeah, it's about as long as the first
They're
video
putting
that I
so
saw.
much money into their production.
You have to.
Yeah.
If you want to stay, like, I know Vince fucking kills it, and he's got like his fan base, like.
Yeah,
But if you really want to stand out, you gotta put
I-
some money into
I
some other.
think this is gonna put him over the top.
I hope so. I love Vince Staples.
Yeah,
man.
me too.
Works with some amazing producers.
There's-
Writes some funny ass lines.
There's two
Yeah.
people on this couch that look so familiar, but I don't know who the fuck they are.
I can't really see from
Yeah.
here. I mean, the image is so small that if you told me that was Eddie Murphy sitting in the chair, I would believe you.
We go.
So
So, we got a little kid stealing his ear,
Oh, yeah, and then he's
earbuds
doing-
and
and
he's
then-
dancing. Vince is looking at him all confused and
Oh,
gets
shit.
knocked. Here comes the best choreographed scene ever.
Yeah. Some of it's good and some of it's kind of like,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That.
Yo, could you imagine chilling in a barbershop like that? It looks nice as hell.
I know.
Hey, this shit bangs too.
Yeah.
Oh, hit him with the hairspray.
Oh yeah.
Adam, how do you notice all these cuts?
Corridor crew.
Anytime
Those guys
something-
ruin
anytime
movies.
something
No, I'm just kidding.
swipes across the screen, it's a cut.
They're amazing. They're amazing.
Or whenever everyone's out of frame.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but remember FM. Between every track, there was like little radio skits and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think he's just transitioning it over to TV. Maybe FM was like a trial to see if he liked that style and if his fans
The Vince
dug
Staples
it.
show.
And if you guys remember, FM was like one of my favorite, or it had some of my favorite songs on it for 2018. So yeah, I think that's just what he's doing. It'll be like TV show
It's
style.
gonna be good.
That's
But
very
it is
cool.
weird because albums you have to listen to, and then there's this whole visual portion that goes
Yeah.
with it. So I wonder if there's going to be things that will be missing from the audio version, or things that will be missing from the video version, or what you get from watching both of them.
I think they'll be complementary to each other, but I don't
Yeah.
think it'll be like. Well, it would be kind of
One
cool.
or the other?
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, I agree. They'll probably work synonymously together.
Yeah, exactly. But it would be cool if he incorporated some sort of thing like, when the album's released, like you can only access, the extra songs by watching the shows where the tracks are on those,
Right.
because then it kind of like helps out just making people watch the videos to hear these like unreleased songs, and then
Right.
yeah.
Now, I was kind of bummed
Oh.
to find out that it wasn't an actual Vince Staples show we were getting, because I want that.
Yeah.
Same kind of.
I don't know what it would entail. Probably a lot of things I disagree with, but would be entertaining to watch nonetheless.
Do you disagree a lot with Vince Staples?
I think so, yeah. I think he's a bit of a contrarian.
Yeah.
I don't think he always says things that he believes. I think he just likes to kind of stir
Piss
the pot
people off.
with
Yeah.
some people
Yeah.
that he's talking to. But I do enjoy entertaining that kind of thought because it is thought provoking and
That's true.
interesting to listen to. Yeah, man. Stir the pot, entertain the
What
thought.
else you got for us here, Christian? Huh?
So I have this little thing about dogs' musical tastes.
Don's.
Dogs. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Sure.
The Scottish SPCA and University of Glasgow monitored dogs' heart rates while playing different kinds of music and found that most dogs seem to prefer reggae and soft rock, though each individual dog also has its own preferences.
That's fucking
How
weird.
do you guys feel about that?
Reggae and soft rock.
Right.
What's soft rock?
Like John Mayer,
Okay, like adult contemporary.
Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
Jason Derulo?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Do you think Zoe?
My cat?
Your cat's name is Zoe?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
both
think you
got
told me that
Zoes?
before.
Yeah.
Okay,
both
we'll
got
start with
Zoes.
one Zoe. We'll move to the other Zoe.
All right.
Do you think Zoe the dog has a preference in music?
I don't know, cause like, whenever I play music, she's not like coming into the room and just kind of like chilling around or like leaving
Right.
immediately.
Right.
She's kind of it's just kind of there. And whenever I play guitar around
Now
her,
here,
she doesn't.
I'm going to
really...
hit you with this little
Okay.
piece.
Not in the nose, though.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I've had
I
enough of
won't
that.
bop you on the nose. So, the way to tell if your animal is enjoying music, apparently, I'm not a scientist. I didn't do this study,
Are you a
but this was a
dogologist?
study that I have read. Dogs will try to get as no. Dogs will look in the direction of the speaker and just kind of stare at it, or wherever the audio is coming from. They'll just kind of stare at it if they're enjoying it.
What are they like wagging their tail or anything?
No, they're just.
Because what if it's just
staring
like a
at it.
sound, like a boo? And they're just like
Well,
looking
they
at the
might
speaker,
like that
just like
too. Sometimes I like a tone.
just a nice side wave tone. Just
You
sometimes
know?
I just like to hit a
The
keyboard to
binaural
soothe my
beats.
soul. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
So yeah,
I like the
dogs
C3
will look.
sine wave.
They will look from the originating point of the sound, and apparently that's a sign that they're enjoying it. They're obviously not scared of it.
Yeah. Just
Um,
dogs, or is that all
Yeah.
animals?
Cats, what cats do, cats will try to get as close to the sound as possible. So they might like sit on your speaker or like directly in front of the speaker.
Have you had that effect with your cat yet?
Certain things, certain music I play on my speakers at home, my cat will go sit directly in front of it. And other things, she'll just dart out of the room.
Which
Do you
one?
have any examples?
Yeah. What kind of music?
Shit.
You made an analysis?
I think she usually sits up on the speakers when I'm playing like instrumental like lo-fi hip hop beats. And then if I'm just playing like something that's a little more chaotic, like more things going on than just like a drum pattern with a bass line and maybe some keys, she doesn't seem to like it. It seems to be like if the sound's too complicated, it just wants to get out of there. It seems to be things that like maybe mimic organic things like a heartbeat or something like that. They'll want to they'll want to hang around it, but like if it's just like a sonic blast, they don't want to be near it. Yeah.
Weird. That's pretty crazy.
It is crazy.
I don't think I've had that effect with my cat. She doesn't even like to be touched.
Well, I didn't say you have to touch it.
You
Yeah,
have to
birds
touch-
will dance
Yeah.
to fucking music.
Yeah, when my
Elephants
mom
will
had a
come.
bird, it would.
No,
Jesus! Elephants will
No.
come.
They'll
What?
come together closer to the music.
I think yes.
Oopsie daisies.
Elephants will come. Birds will dance. Dogs will stare. Elephants will come.
Elephants will come.
Yeah, they all have their tail.
They'll have their tell. You know.
So stay away from elephants when you're playing music.
Yeah. Don't play music around
Otherwise,
them.
it's gonna get messy.
Yeah, so that was just the thing that I had. Next piece.
Give it to us.
Bring it.
Hip hop
Yeah.
for the year of 2019
Yes.
has dropped in popularity.
I knew it.
Where
I fucking knew it.
pop music has regained top status.
Because they're crossing the line.
Yep.
I
Yep.
have to agree. That's kind of what I
Yep.
was going to ask. Why
Yeah.
do you think this is happening?
They're taking more risks.
They are
Yep.
taking more risks with pop music. And just a couple weeks ago, I was showing Ian some pop music that I've really been enjoying. And I said, thank God pop music is good for now.
Yeah.
It won't take long.
For it to
before
go
it
bad?
gets shitty. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna get oversaturated.
I don't know. I think I kind of always stick by this like theory that when kind of the internet wave made the music industry kind of have to rethink itself, they didn't want to take any risks, so that's why that like kind of pop sound just became so steady and so like constant but so manufactured, and then now they're like, okay, cool,
But
streaming platforms kind of.
my argument
Or
here is pop has
little
been
bit.
around arguably since the late 60s, early 70s.
Earlier,
Or yeah, I guess.
but
Like even back to like
pop
the
of what,
40s.
what we
but, like-
recognize as pop today. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So long before the internet, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it has followed like the same trend where it gets massively successful to a lot of people. Like pretty much everybody can listen to it and they think it's great, and then it seems to stagnate. Like some particular sound just dominates the whole market and everybody just copycats it and they just kill the genre.
Yeah.
For like
Yeah.
I think it's like 8 or 9 years. They kill the genre. Other things rise, be it hip hop, blues rock, arena rock,
Grunge rock.
punk rock, whatever. And then pop like reclaims once it sucks in the elements of all the other original tunes that are like kind of coming out, and then it's like rebirthed anew. And this is a cycle that's happened like a dozen times now.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Just that there's.
Do you think pop relies on more fringe genres in order to be successful?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're tastemakers. Like those
They're
are the
culture vultures.
Yeah, well,
You're
those.
not
yeah.
wrong. You're
Yeah,
not
it's
wrong.
like it's literally that. It's the tastemakers that make something that kind of like, makes everyone kind of like
Turn their head.
turn their head pretty
Right,
much,
right.
and then
I've never heard this before, but like I get it.
yeah, and then they're the culture vultures, and then the industry, certain like labels maybe, or certain people are the culture vultures, and yeah, they just kind of like exploit the shit out of that sound because that and like 3 other or 4 other or 10 other of the similar sound that's new and that's making this wave is like, oh wow, okay, now I understand this formula now that I've seen a bunch of it come out in different individuals.
Mhm.
And then they just like they manufacture it, and then it becomes like really cool, and then it becomes really not, and then anything under that umbrella of that becomes really not
Right.
cool.
So
like
we've recently seen the rise and now the somewhat steady fall of like Atlanta inspired trap music,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
and that
totally.
has been incorporated into pop music. And I kind of think that's why we've seen pop music take a big resurgence in 2019.
Yep.
Banging 808s and triplet hi-hats all over the place.
Annoying as shit.
Annoying as shit.
Yep.
Depends on who you talk to, or depends
Yeah.
on how the triplets
But
are
it wasn't annoying at
arranged.
first,
No.
and it is now because they've exploited it.
And now Nickelback is rocking.
Yep. Now Nickelback is sick again.
Yep.
Okay, so obviously this is going to die off again, probably within the next year or two.
Yep.
Because I'm going to say, in the past, the cycle seems to be 7 or 8 years, but I think people are consuming music so much faster now that these cycles are going to happen more quickly.
Totally.
Where pop music's
Yeah.
popping for 7 or 8 months, and then
Yeah.
it's going to kind of fall to the wayside to something else.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think is going to be the next champion? What do you think is going to stand on that hill next year?
I think the whole kind of like
Rock.
rock
Rock's
coming back, or
coming.
the whole kind of like the
I guess it might maybe not even next year. Like I think the end of the summer is a good time for new music to kind of take rise, because that's when a lot of big artists drop like their
gonna be
best, most hard worked tunes, because that's like the best time to be listening to music, when everyone's together, everyone's outside chilling.
yeah.
gonna get a-
September,
we're gonna
October is a
taste
good
that
time for
grime
something
music.
to take the reins.
Yeah, it's hard to guess what it would be next, because like we're talking about kind of pop music taking an element of something else and then really going with that until they like kind of bleed it dry.
Right.
Is like you kind of see like the reason why we've made that statement is because they always take one element or a few elements.
Mhm.
Like for example, now it's like you said, the whole Atlanta Trap thing, some 808s.
Yeah, it seems like Atlanta Trap, lots
Yeah.
of bedroom
But, like,
style,
before when it
like
was, like,
poppy,
the-
ambient.
before when it was more
shoegaze
EDM based,
shit.
it was like the whole like quarter note kick, sidechain bass,
Mhm.
kind of like synth thing, and that was
Mhm.
going for a bit. And then before that, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Take your guess. What or tell me
Uh,
what you want to see. Take the
I
reins.
obviously rock music
Yeah.
or band based music, just like guitar, bass, drums, kind of stuff. with
Right.
a
So like
vocalist.
you've been listening.
Like a lot of artists do
to-
that now live, like pop artists do that now when they go on tour live.
Right.
They have a band with them, obviously, but I mean more like in the recordings.
Right.
That'd be cool. Yeah, and then Ed Sheeran with that whole collab album was fucking insane. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Where it sounds like a Lenny Kravitz song or something like that.
Lenny
Yeah,
Kravitz, you mean?
Yeah,
Lenny
I was just gonna say,
Kravitz.
and like you guys have been talking about this kind of like behind the scenes, not on the podcast, for a little bit, is getting rock music more blended with like electronic
yeah,
production
and it's already been
styles.
happening a lot. So it's like if that just makes a wave because the right artist just says like, oh, that is already like popular amongst like, let's say a few million, which is small by scale,
Mhm.
but it's like, okay, cool, this is already like a fan base. I'm gonna take this guy, put him with these marketing people, put this amount of money in here, and then boom, everybody suddenly likes rock music again.
Little KV&E and Danger Liker.
Yep.
Is there any rock bands you guys have been listening to?
Five
lately?
Sauce, 5 Seconds of Summer. Just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Five Sauce.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nickelback.
Yep. Feed the Machine. If y'all think we're actually trolling you, we're not.
They're not, but
yeah.
please tell me like some underlier. Like I don't want to hear Nickelback.
Like an Underlier. Yeah, the band Underlier.
Like maybe some low key
It's kind of hard.
low key TM.
Yeah, it's gonna be our guest next week.
Mr. Pringle.
Maury Pringle, but it's not. That's not. He's pretty. He's definitely rockish, but like someone that you could see being like the next poster boy. Bring Me the Horizon.
I
Yeah,
agree,
Bring Me
dude.
the Horizon.
I
Yeah,
fucking
totally.
agree.
Yeah. If
you okay?
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I've ever said this out loud to you yet,
no.
but
You're a real piece of shit.
fuck you, man.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks.
No. So, I was never like a huge Bring Me the Horizon fan, but you just kept insisting that I listen to their new album,
Yeah.
Ammo, which you now have me living in a scene girl's wet fucking dream. That record is
Yeah.
un-goddamn believable.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
And I know, and you know what? I was never really a fan of them before that, except for like the album back in like the metal days.
Right.
What- Count Your Blessings. And after that, I listened to like Suicide Season, which is kind of a little bit more,
The best.
a little bit different, kind of more of like the whole like hardcore, but still a lot of like metal elements. The kind of very
Yeah.
genty. And then
Let me give you people some perspective.
And then I never listened to anything after
This
that.
album
and then it
is
was just
so fantastic. Once a week, I listen to it front to back, and this has been since like what, December?
yeah.
Around December that
Yeah.
you showed that shit to me.
Yeah.
Once a week, at least.
Yeah, it's really
At
well
least.
produced. There's just
And
so
there's a
many.
couple songs that I'll listen to like on a daily basis.
Yeah, there's a lot to chew on. That's what's nice. It's like you don't have to listen to it and be like, oh, okay, it's like I'm listening to a whole rock album. It's like
There's
they
so
have
much
song-
texture to it, man.
Yeah, they
like,
have like some
there's
songs that are like
so much like buttery smooth, like really nice synth chords that get played out, but then you just have those brutal pounding, like really abrasive drums like coming in behind it. You have Ollie Sykes like pulling out these really crazy harmonies with himself or other
Yeah.
vocalists.
How about Parkway Drive?
yeah, Parkway Drive's
do like Parkway
getting
Drive.
pretty up
Their
there,
new
but
stuff?
I haven't listened to
their new stuff is yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's definitely a lot less metalcore and more like
Theatrical.
rock. Yeah, theatrical, kind of like Devin Townsend elements into it. You know, a lot of like orchestral instruments and stuff like that, and
The vocals are very different.
yeah, the vocals are very different. More like
way different.
how would you describe that kind of? Yeah, I guess Gojira, just like yeah, it's big. It's like just sounds big, like huge. Like it's like monstrous. You know what I mean? But it's just that whole yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
one thing I like to look at as well, I do like to try to predict musical trends just solely based in the music ecosystem.
Yeah.
But music does come about due to like world events as well.
Totally.
And I try to like look at shit that's going on around the world, and I feel like there's a lot of fucking just chaos and
protesting
garbage
and
right
stuff
now.
like that.
So
Yeah.
like, what kind of music is going to come up out of that? You see like a lot of reggae, a lot of like solo style, like folky acoustic music, just so people can like take a step back and like kind of live in like a fantasy world, I guess.
I think that was big before things got bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll get like you get a lot more punk and like that.
Okay.
More
Yeah.
aggressive
True.
music.
Yeah. More aggressive.
Okay, well, we're in
Textures
the
and
maelstrom
stuff.
of everything.
Yeah.
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 Whatever. Yeah. Whatever it
Yeah.
may be, I think it's going to be just a lot more grittier and a lot more aggressive. Because did you hear the new 1975 song, "People"?
I
It's
haven't
yeah,
heard
it's
it.
very like rock and like kind of like punkish, and yeah, it's very Clash-ish compared to what they. What was that? What was that band that you showed me? That like popish band you showed me?
The other day,
Yeah.
Saint Lucia.
Okay, so the 1975 is like they have a very similar sound, you would say, right?
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah. So their new song is literally nothing like they've ever done, and it's totally different. It's totally.
Cool, I'm gonna check that out because
Yeah.
the 1975 was always a little too soft for me.
But if you listen to this, you'll be like, okay, all right.
Dope.
You'll be like, all right.
Dope.
But it's interesting to see that they're doing that because it makes you wonder if like because of how big of a fan base they've built on that kind of music,
Mhm.
and when they kind of reintroduce this thing, is this going to be something that makes the new wave or goes along with like what's kind of like set up in the cosmos, or is it just going to be one of those attempts that they're like, no, wait, no, we'll do the old one. No, sorry
Right, right,
guys,
right.
like yeah,
Backpedaling.
yeah, like and then already then you've lost like half your fan base. So, well, that's exaggerating, but you
Oh,
probably
yeah,
lost a
big
good
time.
amount.
It lost the. I feel like moves like that, you lose the important fan base. There's always like the stands who just don't give a shit. You can literally just put your frothy ass onto a mic, shove your 2 thumbs up in there.
Tums, not thumbs.
Oh, I thought you said thumbs, dude. It's a Tums festival.
Yeah, your butthole froth just by your
From
thumbs. Little life hack for you.
You ever need a frothy ass?
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll have those stands. They don't give a shit what you release.
Yeah.
But I feel like the people who maybe champion your music at a little more educated of a level might step away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't get over that. Thumbs instead of the thumbs.
Shove your 2 thumbs up your ass.
2 thumbs way up.
Get a friend involved.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
That's so
I'm
fucking
sorry.
funny.
Damn.
I had to get over that one.
I'm still not over it. I could laugh at that for hours, I think.
Yeah, jeez.
I gotta pee really bad. Can you guys rock this?
Yeah. Oh, we can rock it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I got a little news piece for
Hop
Oh,
on in.
Adam's a little news piece. Adam's gonna add it.
No, it's gonna be for one question.
Oh, when Christian comes
okay.
back. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Adam's
Sure.
gonna sit down.
Adam is here. Adam is joining us.
Adam is here. Yo, what's up, Adam?
Give us some news, Adam.
Yeah. You might speech jam yourself, by the way, with the delay in the
Jesus.
headphones.
Yeah, no worries.
It's almost danger like your
actually
interview.
it's actually really bad. It's very distracting to hear my voice a split second later.
Yeah, you got the speech jammer going.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
You should
Some
try it. Just keep your
news.
headphones on and see how weird your voice gets.
No, yeah,
Okay.
no. It's just I'm gonna talk really slow.
Because
It's
then
not
you
gonna
just
be good.
go like this.
Yeah, the delay really affects.
What do you think, Adam?
the,
What do you think's gonna be the next wave?
I think heavy stuff.
Yeah?
Or just like
But it's not gonna
stuff
be
with a
like-
bit more of an edge.
Yeah.
Just because things are. You can't pretend things are harmonious and nice right now. So it's like anyone
Yeah.
doing that is gonna seem disingenuous soon. And also flexing your wealth is probably gonna go out
It's
of
getting
style
old.
pretty soon
Yeah,
as
it's
people
getting
become
pretty-
more socialist, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of.
That'll be really cool if
Yeah.
people, because
What's gonna happen when the world is in like severe danger? The world will come together
I
when
like
it's
it.
too late.
danger like it. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we need a unifying a thing to unify against.
Wasn't it like
So-
Ronald Reagan or someone that said like the only way our countries would come together is through an extraterrestrial attack, or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
think
neat.
I think
That's-
that might have been JFK.
No, it was Ronald Reagan. I'm
you
like
sure?
I'm like 90. Not
Adam, pull that
90.
up.
Evan,
Oh,
could you
wait.
pull that up for us?
Yeah, Adam, can you pull that up for us? Yo, Adam, can you just make your arms a little bit longer?
You almost
not
got
working.
it.
Oh. Why aren't you wearing your babushka?
Oh, I am wearing my babushka.
You are wearing
I keep
it.
it low key. I wait for.
You've been
who
rocking
was that?
those for a
Travis
long
Scott
time.
to who the fuck was that?
It was ASAP Rocky.
Sure. Yeah, I wait till he tells me to at one of his concertos. That's why I keep it on my arm at all times. So I'm just waiting.
You've been waiting for years.
Yeah. So is the world.
That's true.
You know.
How much longer do they have to wait?
Yep. Me and all my friends waiting for that babushka song.
Nice. What else you got? For us?
We ain't gonna wait for too much longer.
Nice.
God
Wow.
damn it. That's not how I was gonna phrase that, so I had to throw a guh.
Guh.
So
Jean
Ian,
Mayer,
how's your
Jean-
nosebleed?
My nosebleed, that's okay. It's fine. I'm like the thing about nosebleeds is they're always skeptical to take out the Kleenex because if it continues bleeding, you're like, fuck.
Have you ever had that kid in elementary school whose nose would always be bleeding?
Yep,
Yeah.
that was me.
Was it?
Oh.
Yep.
You got
And I remember I had a friend.
Stop it.
Yeah, stop it.
Fucking
Yeah, I'll
wimp.
just stop my nose bleeding. I had this friend who would always like tell the teacher because he was trying to like help me out, but he would always just like make a scene of it. So he's just like, Ian's nose is bleeding, and I'm like, fuck.
Like,
I just wanted to
bro,
run to the
she's
bathroom.
in the middle of something.
Yeah.
I got some loose leaf. I can wait. Anyway,
Yeah.
pop back in here. I got a little.
Krishna is here. Krishna is joining us.
Got a little thing I want you to see cold, no context.
Here we go.
Look, yeah.
Fuck you, Evan, for this jewel stuff. That's really stupid of you.
What flavor you
What
got
is it?
in there?
John Travolta
Mango.
thought drag queen Jade Jolie was actually Taylor Swift at the VMAs.
What?
Oh my god.
Did it again.
Oh my god. Adele Dazeem. And Taylor Swift,
Oh
I
my
really-
god.
man,
This
John
is
Travolta
real?
went full cue ball, eh?
That's fucked up.
Johnny
What was the
T.
reaction like? Like, did this man have to explain that he wasn't Taylor?
Well, to continue to stretch your. Yeah, someone should be the sign. Bring a mic over.
Here, just take this one.
Oh no, the delay again. All right. Let's get all broadcastery with it. All right.
Oh yeah.
John Travolta has proven himself to be a hilarious screw-up at award shows, and he didn't disappoint at the MTV Movie Awards last night.
Hilarious screw up.
Oh, absolutely. Hold on, I should keep an eye on the levels. What am I doing? Oh, gosh. Okay, this seems to be an appropriate level, just to make sure I'm not blowing everyone's eardrums out. Okay, so, so yeah, he tried to hand off the trophy to drag queen and occasional Swift impersonator Jade Jolie. As Swift and her posse of You Need to Calm Down video co-stars swarmed the stage, Travolta moved to give the Moon Man to Jolie, a celebrity in her own right, after a run on RuPaul's Drag Race, but definitely not the real Taylor Swift. Haha, good one. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. Travolta continued stretching out his arms towards Jolie and wondering why she wouldn't take it, while Jolie wondered what the hell Travolta was doing. Never afraid to speak up, fellow Drag Race alumnus Tatiana mouthed something that looked like "not Taylor" at Travolta, and he seemed to figure it out. Unfortunately, not before Twitter noticed, though.
Oh
So,
yeah.
We got a clip.
Show us the goods.
Can you full screen this if that's possible? All right. Okay, so that's her on the right there.
Oh. Oh
Dude.
no.
Yo,
Oh my god.
I feel like that's what are they called?
Oh.
Drag queen.
Yep.
I feel like that drag queen missed a sweet opportunity to just snatch that
Yeah,
award.
Big time. I would have.
Start giving a speech. And you just start with like a real baritone voice, and then you
Hi.
like oh sorry. You know.
Yeah.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, isn't she like?
She released a new album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
She's
recording-
re-recording what?
She is going to re-record her
Oh.
whole back catalog that Scooter Braun now owns in order to own her masters. Which, how does that work?
No fucking
Are you
idea.
just allowed to re-record? Like
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't. Maybe there's like no law again. Maybe there's like a weird loophole where it's like, yeah,
Right,
this
like
guy
it's-
can own
she
these
owns-
versions of the because the masters are like the printed versions, right?
Mhm.
It's like if he owns that final print of that song, it's like, well, he doesn't own the song.
he
Like the
doesn't
songwriters
own
own the
you,
song.
He doesn't own
You know what I mean? Like he owns the master, meaning like this like piece of music that you can distribute and sell, but the idea of the song and the construction of it and everything.
Okay, so
is, like,
do you think
to the
she'll approach it
songwriters-
with like a new, fresh?
I hope
There'll
so.
probably be a
Because like
even
the,
if I don't
the
listen
way,
to it,
the way
like-
that I had read the article, which was there was minimal input from Taylor Swift. It was basically just like, yeah, she said this, you know.
Oh, okay, maybe
she
she
said
was
she's
like,
gonna re-record her back catalog. She didn't go into like detail about how it would be recorded, if it would be like different. Because yeah, I don't know how that would work. Like, would they
Yeah.
be able to sue her for sonic similarity?
I don't know if that's because
Like,
it's like I think it comes down to like intellectual property, which is like a very finicky thing, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
think you could be right. She's probably in some gray area that has yet to be explored.
yeah,
Kind
She's
of
gonna
thing.
explore it.
Yeah.
where it's like if you were the artist, you know what I mean? Because the songs are like under her name,
Mhm.
so obviously like she doesn't own the songs, but because it's under her name, maybe she like has the right to like. Because like think about Lil Nas X, sorry, with Old Town Road and how he's remaking all these versions to literally funnel it all back to the Billy Ray Cyrus version and keeping it going like number one, right? But like if someone
Right, but
like,
that's his song.
But so what I'm trying to say is like,
Where these songs that Taylor has written,
yeah.
they're not technically her songs anymore. Like somebody else
But
owns
were
them.
they ever hers to begin with? Like, were they songwriters' songs? You know what I mean? Like,
No, it sounds like she gave up every right except for a percentage of the royalty.
okay.
It's not like she is yeah, like
Well, she fucked up. Sorry, Taylor. You shit the bed.
Yep. If you're listening.
Yeah, if you're listening, Taylor, you shit the bed. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, no, she's definitely listening. All right. Well-
what if that cross-dresser was listening but Taylor wasn't?
I'd
No,
be
John
alright with
Travolta is probably listening, and he's like,
that. Oh, I've made a fool of myself.
yeah.
I think that's how his voice.
Yeah, what a strange man. Like, what a strange man John Travolta turned out to be.
He was weird from the start.
He was weird from the start, but also assisted by being so sickeningly rich that you don't have to associate with real people for so long. It aids in making you a very alien kind of human being. Like, you know when you like read about those islands that kind of like grew in a fucking volcano pit and like no other outside atmosphere ever reached into here. So there's like things that are recognizable as like, let's say, a parrot, but it just looks a little bit different. It's a little weird. There's something a little weird about that tree. Something a little weird about that rock. That's like John Travolta. He's like almost a human, but he hasn't been touched by
Yeah.
enough outside atmosphere, so he's a little fucking weird.
Kind of like Chris Gaines.
Kind of like Chris Gaines.
A little weird.
Hasn't Chris Gaines been wiped from the internet?
Who's Chris
Trying to.
Gaines?
Chris Gaines is Garth Brooks' alter ego.
His emo
His
alter
emo
ego.
alter ego.
Such
know
a
about
weird.
this?
No, I don't know anything
And
about
he
this.
made millions.
Wait, what?
Look at him. He looks like Chris Angel Mind
Is
Freak,
that Garth
dude.
Brooks?
Yeah.
That is Garth
He
Brooks.
sucked in his cheeks for these
Photoshopped the
pictures.
shit out of his fucking pictures.
Are
All he
you
said- All he said
fucking
is that he
kidding me?
sucked in his cheeks for
And
these pictures.
the reason Chris Gaines stopped to exist was because his debut record only sold 12 million copies.
Went like platinum. He's like, oh, it's not good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't good
What?
enough.
That's
Yo, look at that
so
Chris Gaines
strange.
t-shirt down there. Did you see that?
What? That Chris Gaines T-shirt?
Whoa.
Oh, yo, we gotta get that shirt.
It's all weird on
We gotta
stage.
get that shirt. Chris Gaines.
Oh my god. And that's probably a direct quote.
Probably.
I
Oh
wouldn't
my
even be
God.
surprised. Oh my god.
Sex.
Yeah, so it was Chris Gaines. A little bit more
What?
rocky.
Little bit.
I
a
did
lot
not know
more
this was
emo.
cocky.
Yeah, look at that soul patch. Jesus
Cum
Christ.
catcher, you mean?
Yeah, little cum catcher.
Oh look, they did compare him to Chris Angel.
Oh my god. Yeah, look at Chris Angel. Remember when he did that video for Mind Freak when he's like in the studio like recording it?
He knocked over that tree.
Yeah.
What?
Yo, Adam, pull it up.
Chris Angel Mind
Chris,
Freak
the
video.
Chris Angel Mind Freak intro, the extended version where he's like
Is that him doing the vocals?
he's doing
on
the vocals in
intro?
it, or at least he's
Bullshit.
Yeah,
and
or at
somebody
least-
else did it, and then he
Yeah.
came in. He's like, "I'm just gonna lip sync this."
Yeah.
And the singer from Korn was producing it, I believe.
My God, what a time!
And it's the best.
Oh yeah, he's like in the desert, right?
Yeah.
It's like a fucking Alice in Chains album cover.
Oh, it's coming on.
Oh whoa, there's like a weird lady crawling after him.
It's probably his wife.
Yeah, this like weird
Yo, did you guys watch the shit out of Mind Freak?
Yeah, and I believe
Because
a
I
lot
did.
of it.
Me too. I was retarded.
Yo, Adam. The slider on the very left is the volume.
Wow, my brain erased this part.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
remember any
for-
of this.
Maybe
Probably
they
for a
didn't
good
play
reason.
this part in the show intro. Maybe this is like the extended.
I think this is his actual song. I think he made an album.
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Can we find out if Chris Angel still has like a residency at that casino?
What?
Show
Really?
me Chris
Yeah, let's see the
Angel.
beard.
Where are they now?
Look.
Oh, remember that stunt?
Yeah, where he got hooked.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Here come all the bits.
They literally just got a paraplegic.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Oh, you've got no legs. I could do a stunt
Oh
with
my
that.
god. This was a world where the movie Tropic Thunder could be made.
Yeah.
That's so true.
I miss it.
Where are the studio bits? Chris Angel beard.
Yo, he looks like Spencer Sotelo now.
No, he looks
Like
he doesn't-
A-Rab
looks like
Spencer
he
Sotelo.
looks like he's looking for work.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Looks like Rob Zombie.
Is that a real photo? Is he missing a tooth?
Midward.
Damn. So does he have a residency still?
Nice. Hey, Luxor. Hey.
What's he wearing on his neck?
Chains.
He's wearing handcuffs.
It's a handcuff chain.
Who is that?
Oh, that's him on
It's
the
like
left.
Sting and Ninja mixed together.
Chris Angel. What the hell's going on here? Oh, nice.
God damn, yo, what is this? Sons of Anarchy? Holy
Wait,
shit!
Do you think he's still ripped?
Chris Angel with
No.
short hair looks like JC Chazez.
Who?
The funny thing about people who
Yeah,
are
he
like,
looks like from fucking what's it called? Is it Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? JC Chazez. Look it
Hey,
up.
JC
look it up.
Chazez.
Look it up, Adam. JC what?
I'm gonna say it's probably Chavez, dude. Shazez isn't a
I
real
hope it's
name.
Chazez. No, I mean like JC Chazez, like the letter J.
Yo,
the
it's
letter
just
C.
Jay Z.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sheesh.
It's Chazez. It's Chazez. I
No,
was
you
fucking.
said Shazez.
Yeah, well, it's pronounced Chazez. No one's like, Mr.
No, that
Chaz
looks like
is-
the dude from
He looks like our prime minister.
No, he looks like
He does look like Shaggy.
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew.
No,
Lillard.
he looks like Chris.
Look down.
Louis C.K., dude.
The guy before looked like Chris Lilly.
Chris Lilly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What the hell? From like Summer Heights High.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the one with the long hair. I'll go to the one.
Yo.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Every time I get stoned and watch any movie or television, I just sit there the whole time going, hey, isn't that so-and-so? And then I Google it, and it's not so-and-so, but it's somebody who looks eerily like them because the person has aged.
Yeah.
Like, it happens constantly. And Lauren gets so mad because I'll do it like 10 times a movie.
Yes.
Isn't it
Humans
Danny
look
DeVito?
too similar.
Yeah. We're not so special.
Isn't that Danny DeVito?
Oh,
Isn't that Danny DeVito?
Ian.
Isn't that Danny? No, I'm sorry.
How about a nice egg?
How about a nice egg? Can I? Yeah, this trying time.
Okay, so I have one final thing.
Let's do it.
Old Town Road has finally been knocked out
By
of the
who?
number one
By
spot.
who?
Billie Eilish.
Billie
Really?
Eilish, yep.
What song?
Bad guy.
Okay, that song's been going for a while though. Bad
Yep.
guy. Like to see it like finally.
But you
beat
need
him
some
at number
traction. You know, like
Yeah, yeah, you
in
need
Dragon
to,
Ball
like-
Z, where Goku's like charging the fuck up to blow up Frieza.
one. Yeah.
Billie Eilish
Yeah.
had to charge up
Charge the
to
spear
knock
bomb.
out Lil Nas X.
That's true.
That's cool though. Good for her.
Yeah.
Lil
So I know
Nas
that
X.
this has been
See
an
ya,
ongoing
take a
thing
hike.
because Lil Nas X
Take a
rocked the
hike.
charts for 16 weeks in a goddamn
Yeah,
row.
he beat the Beatles.
Yeah. He's the champion of the world. Lil Nas X.
Wait, no, he didn't beat the Beatles. He beat
Everyone.
yeah, everyone. He set
Everyone.
the record. Yeah, he set the record.
So we've been talking about Billie Eilish since the first episode. I'm pretty sure.
That is true. And it's funny because you brought her up and I said, I don't like her.
Yeah. Who the fuck is this chick?
And then she grew on me slowly.
Yeah, and then she blew up.
She
Yeah.
blew up Lil Nas X.
Yep.
Some of
Right.
that glow up.
Right out of the planet Namek.
So, yeah, that's all I got for news and stuff.
That's all
Regular
I've got.
stuff.
Well, I've got something.
What you got?
Nothing.
What time is it?
7:13.
Oh shit.
Man, we've been
Damn,
going for quite
dog.
some time, man.
Yeah.
Well, Christian, how do you feel?
yeah.
Do you feel whole? Do you feel complete now that we're
Is
No,
it
of
bitter?
course not.
Is it bittersweet?
It is very bittersweet.
Yeah.
It is very
Good.
bittersweet.
Yeah.
There are moments that we've had now that I'll never forget.
Totally. I agree.
Yeah.
We grew a little baby into like a medium baby. It didn't become
Yeah.
a man.
Nah.
It'll become a chunker eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
But I know the shit's in good hands.
Well, thank you.
Well, thanks, man.
Feel free to stop by anytime.
Yeah, man.
Of course. I hope I can pop in for some guest spots here and there.
Well,
It's
we'll
not
have,
like I want to.
we'll have to ask you.
It's not like I want to completely just separate from you guys, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a pretty busy schedule ahead of us.
Yeah.
no, I don't know. Like if you guys are like basically my reasoning for like wanting to kind of like verge off is just like I'm so ingrained in like music on the macro scale, not so much the micro scale. Like I think it's cool what's going on in the region and stuff, but it is so hard for me to keep up with it because I can't make it to a lot of the events.
Yeah. And with us being in the band, like it's pretty
Right,
like,
it's very
kinda works.
adjacent to
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, it's like just kind of like a hobby thing. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, who knows? Maybe you'll
Maybe you'll be in a band.
or maybe you'll find your way back around.
Yeah.
Like a lost sheep.
Yeah, you're like a lost sheep.
You're like a lost sheep.
You just need to
basically.
find your shepherd.
That is true.
You're shepherding.
But yeah, I learned a lot of shit from like
Yeah.
getting this going. Like I don't think I've ever taken a creative endeavor as far as this has come,
yeah,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
yeah. It's hard to keep something going with like a team of people who are like kind of going just as head first into it as you are.
Right.
Like obviously we all had like some prior knowledge. Like you're like, oh, I have some streaming knowledge. I'm like, well, I got this audio
None.
equipment ish kind of thing, and then like we got this place, so we were all kind of just like, let's
Yeah,
try
it's
to
like
make-
we were all in a
yeah.
Volkswagen van tumbling down a cliff on fire, but somehow making it work constantly.
yeah.
And that is like extremely inspiring to me. But I'm also really like relishing in the fact that I'll be able to kind of like explore solo endeavors, which is what I'm like trying to focus on
Yeah.
right now, I think. And then I'll be able to like come back to group kind of stuff after that with like a totally new mindset. Because basically I felt like, at least on my part, I've taken this podcast show, whatever
Mhm.
whatever Ape Audio is, as far as I can get it creatively. And I have to like go out and like get new things from the world before I
Yeah.
can like expand upon that.
Before you can expand.
And
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see that there is that wall, because I kind of always thought like, oh yeah, I'm a human being. I can be infinitely creative. Like I can just keep pushing this. We can just keep pushing this as far as it needs to go. But I definitely hit this wall like a couple months ago, and it's like, I don't know, like where to go from here. And it's a weird feeling, just kind of being like lost in the dark. You know
Lost
what I
in
mean?
the sauce, baby.
Lost in the sauce, yeah.
Well,
But yeah, I don't want to make it all depressing and introspective.
we love you, Christian, and we're gonna miss you. Please don't
Yeah.
leave us. I'm just.
I love you, dudes. I'm gonna be around a ton still,
Yeah.
just not on camera or on mic. So
Pussy.
Yeah.
We'll
You guys
enjoy your
wanna-
the
company, man.
camera.
Always, man. Kick it, have some beers, you know.
Yeah.
fuck
Fuck
yeah.
around, touch other's dicks. It's gonna be sick.
Fuck
That's what
yeah.
we're here for.
Yeah,
Touching
touching
tips.
Yeah, it'll be sick, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you, dudes. Thank you for
Thank you for all
everybody
your
who
help.
has supported Ape Audio up till this point. Everybody who's watched, laughed,
Giggled.
shook your fist in furious anger at technical difficulties.
Or just the bullshit that we say.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say. We'll do a thing here.
Yep.
A thing is occurring.
All right, Adam, say it.
A thing.
Ah, yeah.
And remember to fist that
My
bell.
bell.
Peace.
Fist it.
Cease.
Peace.